I watched the movie last night,
Yeah.
and I have to say, I can only assume that your dates are going to be your two boys, right? Because this is going to be perfect for them.
Yeah, they're really excited about it. You know, my 3-year-old is kind of like, they haven't seen the movie yet, but I've been showing them all the different kind of trailers and some bits and pieces of it. And my 3-year-old's kind of like, he's nervous about Shredder.
As you should be.
Yeah, because Shredder is such a sort of a badass, but he does want to go, but he's kind of like, he keeps asking me, like, what's up with Shredder? Like, is Shredder going to come in and be really, really bad? And I'm like, it's okay. What I am excited about is I'm not nervous about them seeing it.
No, as you shouldn't be, because
Yeah.
I thought the same thing, because it really is a movie for all ages.
Yeah.
And parents, I'm sure kids are going to make them want to go see it multiple times.
Yeah.
So, and it's a movie that you'll be able to watch multiple times.
Yeah, there are a lot of movies that I don't let my kids watch or let them see that you've got to be, you know, obviously you got to be really careful. But with this movie, I'm excited that they can all go and see, that both my sons can go and see it.
Were they able to come on set and see Dad in action?
They came a lot on
Yeah.
set. Yeah, they loved it. And, you know, they didn't really get to see the turtles because it's guys in motion capture suits.
Were they able to grasp? I'm sure that had to be kind of confusing, because I'm sure they showed up and they're like, Dad, where's Michelangelo?
All the time. They were like, where's Michelangelo? Where's Raph? And I'm like, well, this guy is Raph, but he's doing it. And then, but what was cool is they got to see a lot of the stunts happen in real time, because so much of the action that you see the turtles doing, stunt guys had to actually perform those stunts, do the jumps, you know, have these fight scenes in motion capture suits. It was amazing, these incredible athletes, these guys. And so they got to see those guys do that. It was kind of a step removed. Mm-hmm. And then they did get to see a lot of the art, like some of the Shredder costume, the helmet, and all that kind of stuff. They get to see that kind of stuff. And they got to see me do scenes.
You're certainly known for your comedic performances, and I knew this might be a departure from what you normally do, being live action, but when I watched it last night, I think it's equal parts comedy and live action. There was a lot more humor than I anticipated.
Yeah, there's a lot more humor in the movie overall. And for me, I got to play a comedic part, but in a different way than I normally do. I think that certainly starting with The Millers last year, my TV show, I got to kind of do stuff that was a little different from stuff I'd done before, and now with this as well. So I'm excited. It's fun for me to do stuff that's a little bit different.
What was the hardest action scene for you to shoot? The most uncomfortable?
Well, you know, in the snow chase scene, when we're
that was intense.
It's an intense scene where I'm driving an 18-wheeler down a snowy mountain. We shot that over a few days, multiple days, but there was some chafing going on.
Some chafing.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like that would be very pleasant.
No, it was pretty like right on my tailbone, let's say.
Oh no.
Yeah, from the back of the seat. And I was like, oh, and then I couldn't walk for a couple days. That's embarrassing. That was true.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I always do I research social media when I'm doing interviews, and I love that Jason Bateman's Twitter profile simply says friend of Will Arnett's, and yours says Jason Bateman sponsor. So I would love to know who glorified who first on social media.
I think I glorified it. Yeah,
He paid the compliment by changing his later.
Yeah, well, I don't think he had a bio before. You know, it's well documented. He's not the world's brightest guy.
True. I've heard that. That's the rumor in the industry. Yeah.
No, you know, to be honest, I don't remember how that went down. I think we kind of, I think Jason and I went on Twitter about the same time, and then I kind of dropped out for a year and came back on. I've got a kind of love-hate relationship with social media. I hear you.
I think most people do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for taking the time today.
Pleasure was mine.
Yeah, and I think, no doubt, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be a huge hit, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm putting it out in the universe for you. Okay?
I hope so. I hope so. Klingshirn.
Thank you.
Real funny. The Bert Show.